My sister claimed I was a danger to my own kids, so I made sure she lost custody. I'm a 34-year-old single dad raising my 8-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter. My sister Danielle has always had the picture-perfect life. 6-figure job, big house in the suburbs, stay-at-home husband Jacob, and 2 kids who looked like catalog models. Growing up, she was the golden child while I was the rebellious one. Even as adults, she maintained this superiority complex, offering helpful advice that was always thinly veiled criticism. At family gatherings, she'd make comments about how I let my kids run wild and how it was no surprise they never listened to anyone. But behind her perfect facade, cracks were showing. Her kids always looked exhausted and withdrawn. Jacob seemed stressed, and I'd catch kids flinching when Danielle raised her voice. The nightmare started when my mom called me. She'd heard that Danielle had been telling people I was unfit to be a parent and hinting that someone should call Child Protective Services. A few days later, 2 CPS workers showed up at my door saying they'd received an anonymous report about unsafe living conditions and neglect. After an hour of investigation, they closed the case, but the experience left me shaken. At the next family event, I confronted Danielle indirectly. She smirked and said, "People just want what's best for the kids, and sometimes it takes an outsider to see the bigger picture." That's when I knew she'd made the call. Instead of getting angry, I got strategic. I started paying closer attention to her family dynamics. Jacob's old friend reached out to me, revealing he'd been venting on private forums about feeling trapped. Danielle micromanaged every aspect of their lives, schedules, finances, even his interactions with the kids. I began documenting everything. Teachers had expressed concerns about her kids' anxiety and exhaustion. One child even mentioned skipping lunch because mom said I was getting chubby. The real breakthrough came when Jacob accidentally forwarded me a voicemail. In it, Danielle was berating him viciously, calling him useless, and blaming him for their kids' struggles. It was exactly the evidence I needed. I connected Jacob with resources, men's shelters, legal aid, financial planning. We secretly opened a bank account and started building his escape plan. Meanwhile, I helped him document everything. When teachers reported that Danielle's oldest was crying in class and expressing fear of going home, CPS conducted another visit. This time, they flagged the case for continued monitoring due to emotional strain on the children. Danielle's paranoia exploded. She started pointing fingers at everyone, alienating herself from the extended family. The turning point came when Jacob filed for divorce and requested full custody. The evidence was overwhelming. Teacher testimonies, screenshots of Jacob's complaints, CPS documentation, and most powerfully, interviews with the kids themselves. Both children told their court-appointed guardian they felt safer with Jacob and didn't want to live with Danielle full-time. Her oldest mentioned Danielle's yelling and how it made them scared. The courtroom drama peaked when Danielle lost her temper during a hearing. What started as a minor disagreement escalated into her yelling at Jacob and snapping at the judge. Her outburst confirmed what everyone suspected. The judge granted Jacob full custody, citing overwhelming evidence of emotional abuse. Danielle was given limited supervised visitation and ordered to attend anger management classes. Her reputation crumbled, allies pulled away, and she had to sell her flashy car and cut back on luxury. Meanwhile, Jacob and the kids began thriving in their new home. Teachers reported significant improvements in the kids' behavior. Danielle called CPS to destroy my life, but ended up losing her own children instead.